Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be kind of like comfort and advice mixed into one, but I just want to say like my advice is definitely not for everyone. The stuff I say in my videos is just like stuff that I've picked off based on my experience or like stuff that I've heard in YouTube videos that I've watched or like books I've read, stuff like that. So if it's not for you, that's fine. Anyways, I have this new mic today. I was going to use it in my last video, but I didn't come on time, so this is kind of going to be the video I tested in. So let's get into it. Firstly, when you're in a bad mental state, I think it's important to remember the main thing to remember is to be kind to yourself. I think it's way easier to feel guilty about not having motivation to do things or talk to people than it is to speak good to yourself. But like your thoughts create your reality. Like if you have a bad day and you focus on the negative things out of that day, your day is going to seem 10 times worse than it actually was. Whereas if you have a bad day, but then you think of the positives or like small things out of that day that were good, like someone smiled at you at the bus stop, or you had a good breakfast, or like you laughed about something in class with your friends. I think not to say that that would make your day significantly better, but it would make it a little bit better. And don't be afraid to ask people for help. Like that could be like if you're struggling in school, then you can ask a teacher for help. If you're struggling at work, you can ask the manager. But like what I'm talking about is like if you're in a bad place mentally, don't be scared to reach out to friends to ask for comfort or ask for advice because 90% of the time, people actually will care enough to help you. But while I think it's great to have like these support systems of family and friends when you're in like a bad mental state, I think it's even more important to understand, to really know yourself and know what makes you feel fulfilled and what makes you feel better. Like that could be reading, writing, exercising, or it could be as simple as like sitting on the couch and watching a show. If that helps you get out of a mental slump or like a burnout, then that's great. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have the motivation or energy to talk to people, then you're going to be the only one there for yourself. But yeah, don't define yourself by what you lack. Like in reality, nobody lacks anything. Like I could have 1,000 things that you don't have, and you could have a million things that I don't have. But that doesn't necessarily make me better than you, and that doesn't make you better than me. Like it all cancels out. But I think some ways that you can find what makes you feel fulfilled is like trying new things. Like that could be anything. That could be reading a new book. I have two good ones actually that I read. Um I think one was The Secret. I don't know who these are by. I think no. I think The Secret was by someone, Rhonda someone, and then Atomic Habits, that's a basic one. That one's really popular. You've probably heard of that. And The Art of Creative Thinking. Actually, in that book, in The Art of Creative Thinking, there was a thing that I read that I was going to talk about in this video, and it was having 3 wins a day. So a physical win, a mental win, and a spiritual win. So like a physical win, exercising, walking, running, whatever, just get some movement in. A spiritual win is like journaling, praying, meditating, and the mental win was like reading, writing, learning new things, stuff like that. But yeah, try new things. Like don't wait for the right time. I think a lot of the time people wait for the right time to do stuff, but it's never going to be the right time. Like in the future, you're going to look back at it a few years later, couple months, couple weeks from now, and you're going to regret that you didn't start because you can make so much progress in such a little amount of time. And I think these like small wins a day, like the 3 physical wins I was talking about, the 3 physical, mental, and spiritual wins that I was talking about, I think these simple and small things can really help you move forward and feel better about yourself. But yeah, the main thing to take from this video is to be kind to yourself. That's probably my main message of this video. Like, life does get hard, and it's important to give yourself grace and be kind to yourself when you're trying new things. But you can't hate yourself into loving yourself. Like, it's important to remember that throughout your journey, like, whatever that is, like maybe your journey towards your goals. You need to be kind to yourself along the way through the process. And just remember, like in the past, anytime you were in a bad mental state, you were the one that got yourself out of that. Like people may have helped, but essentially you put in the work. And that's how it's going to be every time. But like, yeah, don't feel disheartened by these small situations in your life because there is, and I always have to remind myself of this, but there is so much goodness coming your way. Like, there are so many new situations that you haven't been in. There's so many people to meet, places to go, things to try. Like, there is so much love and laughter coming your way. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope this video helped someone. Um, but I'll see you guys in the next one.